Welcome to Microcode. If you're new to this channel, consider subscribing. So today we are going to learn how to upload file in ASP.NETCORE. So we are going to create a new project. I'm using Visual Studio 2022 as you can see. So I'll create a new project. So I'm using ASP.NETCORE web app, MVC template. So next, then we'll call this file upload project. Then next, then we are using .NET 7. So authentication type, we'll leave it as none, then configure for HTTPS. So if you want to enable Docker, you can enable Docker. So for us, we are going to leave it as it is, then we are going to create next. So our project will create. There it is. So our project has created. As you can see, we have our program.cs file. We have our app settings where we can register all our settings, database connections. Then we have controllers. We have the home controller. We have the models folder, the views folder where we have the home and the shared. Then we have the www root where it holds our static files, CSS, JS files. So if we just launch our app, there you can see we have our app. So this is our default app. So it doesn't have anything. So let's begin by creating. So let's create a folder for interfaces. So right click our project, then new, then folder. Let's call these interfaces. Then on this interface, we're going to create an interface called interface. Then you can say file. So you can say I file upload. So that is our interface. So our interface here, we're going to have a task. Then we'll pass a boolean. Then we'll say, here we will say upload file. Then we will pass I form file. Then we'll call this file. So this is our interface. Then you can create another folder for services that will implement. So we'll call these services. Then under services, we'll create a class. Then you can call these file upload service. So this one will, so this one, there it is. So we'll have to implement the I file upload. So this will be file upload. So that is it. So ensure the name matches our interface. So that is it. So then our file upload we'll need, so we can just do away with our constructor. So what we'll need to do, so it will be public. So we'll write some code here that will now do the file upload. So there it is. So say public task so this one will be boolean. Then you can say upload. So we'll take the name of our upload file. So we'll have it here. Then under, so we'll pass I form file. Then we'll call this file. Then here we'll now pass our implementation. So we'll define our path. We'll call this string. So you can give it an empty path. Then we'll say, so we'll have our try catch any exceptions, try catch, then exception ex, then we'll throw any exception. So we'll say throw ex, let's say throw new exception. So that is it, or you can just pass in some messages here. The same file will not be uploaded, and then put in some commas. Then inside our try, so we need to upload our file. First thing, we need to check if the file is there. If file is not null and so I'll say and file dot length is greater than 0. So if file dot length is greater than 0, then we'll say, so we'll assign now our path. Our path will be, so we'll say path. So this is the path, caps dot get full path. Then we want to combine the path here. We'll say path dot combine, then environment dot current directory, then we'll say all files. So after that, what you need to say, we'll say if the directory does not exist. If the directory does not exist, then we pass our path. What we need to do is we need to create it. So directory, then dot create. So we'll create it. Then else, after we have checked our directory if it exists. So if it doesn't exist, we create it. Then what we need to do is now to copy our file that we have uploaded. So we'll say using, so variable, so we'll just say variable file string equals to new file string, then say path dot combine, then we pass the file name file dot name, say file dot say file name, then you close this, then you need to say file mode, say file mode, so there's something here we need to say combine that path, say dot combine, this path should be the first one, then we combine with the file name, then we need to say, after we have done that, we need to say file mode should be create. Let me minimize this. So then we close, then you can now do something here. So we can now copy await, then file stream, then copy file. So after we have done that, we can return our boolean that we are expecting, return true. Then I can do this, then that should be fine. So this is our implementation. So let me, so this is our implementation. So as you can see, this is our implementation. So what we need to do is to create the view. So our view, but before that, we can actually register our service on our program.cs. So come here, then here we are going to register that. So we'll say builder dot services, then dot add transient. Then we need to pass our iForm. So we can pass our service, iFile upload, then our, so first start with the interface, then that should be fine. So after we have done that, we need to create our view. So we are going to create our view on our home page. So we'll come to view, then under index, we need to now type in the section to upload our file. So how we are going to do that, we can do away with this, or you can just do that, and you'll say welcome to macro code. So if you're new to this channel, guys, consider subscribing. So we'll do our div here. So I'll just have my form, then I can say method is post, then I'll do that, then I'll say multiple form data, then I'll close it. I've actually closed my form. Then inside the form, I need to have my input where I need to attach the type should be the file. Then I'll say name, I can give it file. Then I'll close my input. Then I can have now my button that will now be type should be submit. Then I'll say, so I'll have my file button name, I'll call it upload file. So then I can actually have my message. So I'll do at if I can have my view bag dot message is not null. So I'll provide the message on our backend. Then I'll do that. Then I'll have my div. Then I'll say, so I'll provide here a class which is an alert. Then I can say style is equals to, so I'll put in some style here, margin top should be equal to 26 pixels. So then here I'll say at view bag then dot message. So after I've done that, guys, so I'll need to now implement the to alter our controller. So we'll go to our index, our home controller. Then under our home controller, we need to inject something. So I'll say private read only. Then I'll say I'll copy the name of my service here. So I'll do that. Then I'll say file upload service. Then I'll also borrow this. Then I'll do that. Then I'll say file upload service is the name. Then here I'll do that. Then I'll have it. So I'll assign this to this one. And here we have. So the next thing that we are going, remember our form is on index. So we are going to do the implementation on our index. So we'll do this. So we'll say this is our get. So we'll actually have our post. So copy this and paste it down here. Then at the top here, specify that this is an HTTP post. HTTP post. Then for us, we're expecting, so you'll say asynchronous, then we'll say task, then we will say action result, then and our index, we're expecting a file, so we'll say iForm file, then you can say this is a file. Then inside here now we can do try, then catch, then exception, then we'll say throw. We can assign this to a viewback, so we'll say viewback. Remember the one that we wanted to give the error, so we'll say message, this is our viewback, then we'll give our message, so we'll say file upload failed, then we can assign our error, we'll add that, then ex.message, so that will be our message. Then under this now we'll say if so we just post our file, so say await, because our file upload returns a boolean, so if everything goes well and our file is uploaded, then our viewback should have a message that our file has been uploaded, so we'll assign it to a message file uploaded successfully. Then else, if there is an issue, then you can pass another viewback message, then you say the file uploaded file failed to be uploaded, kindly, so we'll say kindly try again later. So that is it, guys. So we have our get and we have our post, so we can actually try to run our app. We see, so if we just run this, so there is an error. So what is the error? There we are, so we need to close these ones. There we are. There's also another error here, we need to close that one. Yeah, so try to run our app. There's also an error, we have some errors, so let me rebuild, clean the project, then rebuild. So yeah, so we need to close that. That is expected, it has been done. We can rebuild again. Okay, there's something also under home, so we need to use something here, models, so we need to say, so here we need to say services. Yes, then we can run our project. Another error, we have cannot be found our service. Yeah, so we are having an error here, so we need to have this, then we say interfaces. So that is it. So if we run this, everything should be fine. Also has something, so this one is fine now. This one is okay. So let's try to rebuild. There's an error somewhere here. So the staying file exists. So we need to check. So this one should not be exist. This one should be upload. Remember our function. So if we rebuild this, our project should be fine. It has failed again. We have something wrong somewhere. Yes, these ones. So we need to import them using interfaces. And this one should be using service, if I'm not wrong. So you just copy this and paste it here. Then you'll say service. Then it should resolve the error. So if we run the project, we still have another. Let's build again. Everything should be fine now. So if we run our project, yes, you can see an unhandled exception occur while processing the request, unable to resolve service of for type file upload service. So while attempting to activate the home controller. So if you get that, go to our program.cs. So we can have, so we'll do transient file service. So file upload service, which is this one. Then our home controller file upload service, then should be fine. So if we run that, everything is now working. Welcome to macro code, and we have our choose file, then upload file. So if you are new to this channel, consider subscribing. So if you click upload, you are not getting any response, but if you choose file, then I'll upload let me just choose an image. So this is a PNG file. So if we click upload, let's see if it hits our. So this is an issue. We are calling this index. Should be index. So let's do that. We can have a breakpoint at this point. We can have a breakpoint here. We see how it will turn out. Then you can actually navigate to our service. Here we see how it will either create the file or it will not. So I'll choose file, then attach an image, then upload. There we see, guys. So if you hover on it, you'll be able to see it is an image type, the length, the file name. Then if we just proceed, it is now trying to upload. You can see this is saying is equals to null, which is wrong. So it will give us, there is a message it has given us, which is not the correct message. So if you come to our service here, we'll say if length is greater than, let's just do length is greater than 0, and we try something. So if you do that, we try to upload a file, then upload, then go to step into our service. There we are, the path. So it's checking if the path exists. So the path does not exist. So it needs to create. So it will drop there. It has created the path. So if we come to our project and refresh this, we should be able to see you see, if you include all files, you see it has created the all files folder. So if we just go, it should copy our file to that folder. Then it should actually give us a true message. Then it will tell us it has uploaded. So you see it has told us it has uploaded, and if you go back to our folder, you should be able to see there is an image. You see there is an image. So you can try to upload a file. So I'll just download a sample PDF. So I'll try to upload a sample PDF file. So I'll choose file. You can see I have a sample file. Then attach. Click on it, then attach, then upload. Here we can see we have the PDF sample. This is the size of the image. Then I'll proceed. You see it has not created the directory because it exists. So it is trying to copy our file. So it has done that, and it has given us a message. File uploaded successful. If we go to our directory, you'll see there is a PDF file. So that is how you upload file in ASP.NET Core. So if you're new to this channel, consider subscribing and watching our previous videos. If you have any question, comment down below and let's engage. See you in our next video, and keep safe. Bye.